You know how it is. You go out to buy a new car and they bring out the latest and greatest thing for you to see. And after the test drive, it's time to get down to business. And of course, the first thing you tell the salesman is what needs to come off the car. We don't need those pesky seat warmers. I mean, who wants warm buns? Cruise control, you can get that out of there. I want the pleasure of pressing the gas pedal for every single moment of my car ownership experience. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, come on. In fact, get the audio system out of there completely. We don't need tunes, we drive in silence. In fact, we don't want any creature comforts in our car. Said no one ever. The truth is, we want more fun, and more features. Your live stream viewers are no different. They want your stream fully loaded. Today I'm gonna show you how to add all the different widgets available for OBS on your live stream. And unlike car options, they're totally free. Now, when we start speccing out the perfect stream for your viewers, we want a way to get them involved, right? What better way than to allow them to put content on your actual stream? So we're gonna start out in the widget gallery, but keep in mind for most of these, if you wanna take any kind of tips or anything and you are not monetized, you're gonna need to go into tipping and set all this stuff up. You can do it with PayPal, credit card, Unit Pay, or Skrill. It is super easy to set this up. And they give you your links and everything you need so that you can use a lot of these widgets that are based on donations and that sort of stuff. So we're going to go over here into all widgets and we're going to show you the media share, which is really, really cool. So basically, this allows your audience to share a video in your live stream. And right here you have the price per second, and it kind of breaks it down right here. If you go in here, it does tell you exactly how much like 0.30 would be. So that would be 10 bucks for 30 seconds of a share, and your minimum share. The max duration of your shares is 60 seconds, but you can obviously change that. Buffer time, so how much time is in between anyone sharing a video. Now this is your security slider, and it's pretty explicit as to what this does right down here. It basically sets the threshold for the popularity of the video that your individuals can actually share to your stream. So basically they can't just share a new video that went up yesterday and has no views. This tries based on the number of views to weed out videos that are pretty undesirable. But the simple fact is that lots of really, really horrifyingly bad videos get lots of views. So this can be a little bit misleading or possibly dangerous. You also have show banned media right down here. This will allow you to specifically specify media that you do not want played on your live stream. So if you're getting rickrolled every 5 seconds, you can certainly ban those videos. In order to integrate this into your live stream, all you have to do is go ahead and click copy on this link right here. We're going to go over into OBS and add it in. So here we are in our scene. We're going to go ahead and click the plus, and we're going to go to browser, and we can call this media share and click OK. We just have to paste this in here. We'll use the 800 by 600 for now. And we want to control our audio in OBS. So if the video has audio, we want to be able to control it. We'll click OK. And there we go. So now we are able to see the videos that come up right in here. And we can enable it. And it'll show you right here, auto show videos. Allows videos to automatically show and play. Ideal experience if you have moderators that are able to filter the content suitable for your stream. So that's pretty good. And then auto hide videos. This is dependent upon whether you have moderators or not. I have moderators, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose that. And we're gonna go to next. We can add the media share widget, which we already did. We can go to recent events and manage our queued media from recent events. So now when someone goes to your tip page, you can actually see that they can add a video URL here if they would like. So you've got a username and a message for a donation, but you also have the URL right here. And what you'll see is if I go over into here and we go back into our widgets platform, we go to media share and we disable that and we save the settings. And when we go back in here and we reload this, our video URL disappears and people can no longer add a video URL to the live stream. When someone subscribes, donates, or becomes a channel member, they want to be recognized in the stream. These are the folks that help ensure us streamers can keep streaming and still pay the rent. Let me show you how to use stream labels so we can recognize our best viewers. Okay, back in widgets, we're gonna scroll down here and find our stream labels. And we're just gonna click the appropriate one for our operating system. Then I'm gonna go ahead into the download location, double click on it so it installs. It just runs really quick and it's already done. When you open it up here, all you have to do is go ahead and log into the account that you're going to be using your stream labels for. In my particular case, it's gonna be YouTube, and basically this just connects your account. You've done this a million times with pretty much every other plugin on the planet. Once you are finished, you have to choose an output directory. So you can create one, just make sure you're gonna remember where it is, and you'll understand why in a second. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create a directory called labels. And when I'm finished, I'm just going to click select folder, and we are all set. So if we go into that directory, now you can see that Streamlabs has created a whole bunch of text files, and it tells you right in the text of the text file what's in here. So if we go into this one right here, which is our newest subscriber, we have a name, and that is how we get our stream labels. So we're going to use this by going into our OBS, and we'll go to our text tool, and we'll just call this subscriber. Click OK, and I'm just going to type welcome as our text, and I can go in here and select my font. I'm not going to make this too fancy. There are all kinds of cool things you can do with the text tools to make it look absolutely awesome. I'm just going to type welcome. We'll shrink it down here. We're going to put it in right here, and now we want to add our name. So all we have to do is go down and click the plus under sources, and we're going to go to our text tool again, and this time I'm going to go ahead and name it Sublab. So I remember this is the label, and click OK. And we're gonna select this so it reads from file, and we're gonna go select our newest subscriber file. And there we go, it populates it. I'm gonna go ahead and change the font, click OK, and then OK. And then I'm just gonna shrink it down and put it wherever I want. So we'll just put it right under welcome. And there we go, we've used our first stream label. Pretty easy stuff. We'll do one more of these. We will use one of the donation or super chat ones. And so all we have to do is click the plus. The first thing we need to do is go to our text file and make our little welcome label, I like to call it. And we're gonna call this one donation and click OK. Then in the text, I'm just gonna type thanks, and we'll select our font real quick, and we'll shrink this down and place it where we want it. Then we're gonna go ahead and click the plus under sources once again, and we're going to select our text tool, and we'll call this Don Lab, and click OK. And we'll select our font real quick, and click OK. And we're gonna go ahead and read from text file, and we just need to browse to the file that points towards our latest donation. And we select that one and open it, and then just click OK. Then we're going to resize this up and place it where we want it. Now, these actually will change whenever one of these changes. So right here, I got a new subscriber. You're going to see there the name changed, and it actually happened once again while I was filming this video. So we do know that this works. A lot of you are game streamers, so the people watching are really likely to be game streamers as well. But did you know there's a widget that gives the viewers a chance to become the stream boss, like a game? And it's a fun little game. Let me show you how it works. Once again, in the widget gallery, we're gonna go ahead and scroll down here and find something called Stream Boss, and we can just select it. And there's a little video you can watch here if you're using Streamlabs. And this is what the basic one looks like. It's not very interesting. You can see that you have your starting health and that sort of stuff up here. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and copy it and flip over into OBS, and we'll just paste it in and get it where we want it. So we'll click the plus under our sources and go to browser, and we'll just call this boss and click OK. And we're gonna paste it in here. We don't need to adjust the width or the height. We can control the audio with OBS if there is any. And then we just need to put this where we want it. And then we're gonna flip back over here into Streamlabs. And let's go into the settings, and we can see that we have damage from boss heals enabled. So if the same person donates again and they're already stream boss, they can heal it up. And then we can set the damage for each of the donations and all that sort of stuff. We can set the kill animation to a bunch of different things. We can enable the transparent background, change all the colors and the font if we like, and we can save the settings when we're done. And we split the screen here a little bit, and we'll go and take a look at some of these themes. So that is the future theme, and we'll save the settings down here. You can see what it's gonna look like right there. We can test it out using this right here, and there are a bunch of different themes, and this is really cool. So basically, your stream folks can donate to become the stream boss. And then when they do, their icon is going to show up on one side of the animation, which is awesome. And then they can defend their stream bossness, or they can let it go and someone else has the opportunity to donate or subscribe or whatever to knock it down and become the actual stream boss themselves. It is really, really cool. There are a lot of different ones in here that you can test out. I really like it. The next one we're going to take a look at is the game widget. If we scroll down here, you can see that there are 2 different games you can set up and a bunch of different settings for each game. You have the command trigger for people to start playing the game, and messages that are going to appear on the screen and that sort of stuff. Basically, the game will actually walk you through how to play it, so you don't really need to change much of this. If you want to change the name of the game or something like that, or the command to start it, you can do that. Other than that, you can kind of leave it the same, maybe change the colors. And we're just going to copy the URL right here. We're going to go over into OBS. We'll change it to chat words to start with here. And we'll go down to the bottom and save that. We're going to go ahead into OBS, and we're going to go once again to browser. And we're gonna call this one game and click OK. And I'm just gonna go ahead and paste that URL in here. And we'll stick with the standard height and width for now and see what it looks like. And we'll just click OK. And it looks like we have a little bit cut off on the top and bottom. Just right click, go to properties, and we'll change that height up a little. We'll go 800 by 800, click OK. And there we go, now the whole thing is on the screen. We just have to place it wherever we want it. We can make it bigger or smaller. And now the chat can actually play a game in your stream while your stream is going on. Now, I'm not sure you really want this on any screens where you're going to be doing anything. Let's go ahead and change this over to tic-tac-toe. And we'll save the settings and take a look at what that looks like. And there we go. It's really easy to switch it over from game to game. Let's go ahead and click the plus under scenes. We'll create a new scene. And we'll click the plus, and what we're going to do is just go to browser, and we'll add our game, and we'll make it the size that we want. And then we can easily click the plus under sources again, and we'll add some text, and we'll call this text starting soon. Click OK, and we'll go ahead and write starting soon here and change our font up real quick. Click OK and OK. And there we go. We'll move this over. Let's go ahead and quick right click on that, go to properties, and we'll just put this on another line, and we'll go down here and we'll change this from left align to center. Click OK. There we go. Now we've got some starting soon. We'll click the plus, and we're going to go to media source, and what we're going to do is we'll just select one of the media sources we already have running. Click OK. Move this down below our game and our text. And now we've got a nice little starting soon screen where your viewers can actually play along. Pretty cool stuff, really, really easy to set up. Likes and comments are super easy things that you can do to help push this video to a wider audience. So take a second down below and let me know how I'm doing, and while you're there, if you're not subscribed, please do. It really does help me continue to make content that helps you. So thanks. Now this one is more for the streamer, but it's always nice to know how many people are actually watching your live stream. And when that number starts to climb up, it does get everyone excited to be a part of the big stream. Okay, so we just scroll down here and we're going to select our viewer count widget. This one is really simple. We can adjust our background color, enable it for our stream, change the font size, and the font weight, and of course the text color. We're just gonna go ahead and copy our URL right here. Then we're gonna flip over into OBS, and we just need to go into our sources and click the plus. We'll go up to browser, and we'll call this one account, and click OK. And we can just paste the URL in here, and we really don't need to change anything else. If we want, we can control the audio via OBS. Click OK, and there it is. Our widget is right in there. Super quick and easy. If we go back into Streamlabs, we can scroll down here, adjust our font size up, and there we go. As long as you click save, you see the font size adjusts right away. If we go over, we can change our color as well. We'll change it to this yellow, click save settings, and there we go. Now it is yellow, and it looks horrible. But it's super easy to use and adjust this one, and it's a fantastic little widget. Now, viewer recognition is a huge part of your success as a live streamer, and you can actually incorporate the amazing viewers into your end stream so they can all be recognized. I really like this one, so we're gonna go ahead back into our widgets, and we're gonna scroll down, and we're going to find our end credits. They're right here. And what we want to do here is scroll down a little bit, and we can see a bunch of different themes for our end credits. So we can select from those, and some of these are really pretty cool. Got the little Star Wars roll, that sort of stuff. We can scroll down a little more and discover what we can include: subscribers, members, donations, and super chats. Obviously, it'll be different if you're logged into Streamlabs with your Twitch account or your Facebook account, but this is for YouTube. Then it has the descriptors, which, you know, lists the words that you want to put on the screen for each of the donations, which is pretty cool. We can loop the credits. We can add a time delay if we want it to start running a little bit after we start talking or something like that. We can adjust the credit roll speed, or we can set a specific roll time for the entire credits to roll. So if we want them all completely finished in 30 seconds, we can set that. It is really up to you. There is a lot that you can do with this. You can toggle to show amounts if you'd like. You can set it up so it will roll the credits on the page load, which is really, really cool, because as soon as you flip to that page, it will start rolling the credits. And you can, of course, do your own custom CSS or HTML on this if you'd like. So let's pick one, and we'll save the settings, and we're going to go ahead and copy our link, and we'll go over into OBS, and I'm just going to create a new end screen, and then we'll go into sources, and we're going to click the plus, go to browser, and I'm just going to call this credits, click OK, and we'll paste our link in here. I'm going to make the size the entire screen, so 1920 by 1080, and I'm just going to click OK. And what we'll do is flip over into Streamlabs, and we'll click test, and there we go. So if we flip back over here, obviously it's a little small. We'll adjust that font size up and click save settings. We'll test the end credits again. We'll go back over, and you can see it is a lot bigger. It looks fantastic, and it's an awesome way to recognize anyone that donated or contributed in any way to your live stream. And it's so easy. Now, for all of you wondering why I'm not mentioning the chat box, well, in my experience, this one is more trouble than it's worth. It really never seems to work. So why bother when there's a really good, easy way to do it? So check out this video if you want to see an easy, foolproof way to add chat to your live stream. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks to help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.